Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Virgo in the month of April, including late March. So welcome Virgo. You are now in your 8th house, which is the house of receivership, receiving stuff, especially money. Could be coming to you that you may have been waiting for a while. Someone owed you something. It's also the house of taboos, which are all those things that we don't talk about, especially in this Western culture. We don't talk about sex or death, things like that. So the 8th house is actually the house of Scorpio. So if you know any Scorpios, they're secretive. There's things that are sort of hidden under wraps. They're into, all sorts of business that most of the other signs wouldn't even think of talking about. So we are in the sign of Aries, so the element is fire, which means fast-moving action, creativity, lots of things happening, Virgo, for this next 4 weeks. Energy is 10 of Swords, the end of a family curse, or the end of a period of time where communications didn't seem to go too well. They were all sort of halting and not really to your liking. Maybe family squabbles, family issues, one thing after another. Very much. And the 10 of Swords is an air card. So if you can think back to, late January, February, I know a lot of people struggled with that energy there. So it may be just a bit of a hangover from that as well. Which, for Virgos, what does air do to dirt, or wind does to dirt? It sort of creates a bit of a desert storm, a dust storm. It's kind of unclean and it's messy. So there you have it. However, it's coming to an end. Let's see where you are right now, Virgo. King of Wands. So when he comes, he is the leadership guy. He is the guy, and very much an Aries, a fire sign guy, Aries, Sagittarius, or what's the other one? Leo person coming in. For Virgos, you might think, oh, here he comes. He's a bit too fast moving for your likes. He breezes in and comes in. He's there for a couple of days and off he goes. He's usually, he's someone. He's done well for himself and he expects everybody else to be like him in a way. There is a bit of arrogance about this person. But yeah, he's quite different and opposite to what your manner and your aura and the way you do things. So in he flies in and he flies out. I call him the fly in, fly out worker. He's sort of there for just enough time to have a bit of fun. He's always full of stories and tales, and then he goes. But the main thing about this King of Swords, whoever this is in your life, is that he does leave us quite inspired, where we think, oh, if only we were him, or that energy. It can be also, Virgo, it can be an energy that's sort of around you, which inspires you, and especially in the time of Aries, he's very, very potent and powerful. So let's see what sent him here and brought him here and influencing the rest of the reading. The Strength card, so the awareness card. How self-aware are you, actually? And then again, with this kind of character, you'd sort of think, is he actually aware of anybody else, or is it all about him? It's that kind of energy, Virgo. So the Strength card always comes in, and it's a Leo card, but it's almost like, how many Leos do you know? They're always usually front and center. They're at the front of everything. They've done all these things. They're always on the move. But there's a lack sometimes of awareness there. It's just like, well, you need to kind of tone it down a bit. So whoever he is to you, he's kind of brought in this energy, and maybe to yourself. One particular dear Virgo friend of mine, Bron, that I'm thinking of and reading for with her in mind this month is maybe this sort of person has brought in your awareness of yourself and how you do things. Very much the lovely Virgo way, very meticulous. But whereas this energy, no, completely different. But it's a good lesson, and we all need to have the Strength card sometimes, because we all need to be more self-aware of how others perceive us. Let's have a look at the background and see what was going on beforehand. So we're talking, what are we talking? February, March. A relationship that you've kind of moved away from. You've gone, no, actually, I need to have a holiday from that. I'm not sure emotionally that this is really going anywhere for me. I'm just going to step out for a bit. There's lessons to be learnt here, Virgo, and I see you as the one that's kind of watching it, and you're kind of in control, because you're like, no, recently you've thought, no, this is just, no, I need a bit of, I need to take a back seat. I need to actually just move aside and focus on other things at the minute. It doesn't mean it's unsalvageable. It's about somebody's being very self-unaware. Okay, recent influences. The Two of Coins, and back to your lovely Virgo, earthy sort of, yeah, there you are, Virgo. You pick up and you get on with it. Everything's going, you juggle plates very well. You juggle life very well. You've got stuff on the go. Work's going well. You're probably interested. You're very interested in whatever you're doing. Always learning. Always room for more things that you like to learn about. You're very learned type of people. So it's like back to business for you, despite whatever's, this sort of roller coaster of emotions. It's like now you're back on track, you're on the ground, and you're moving in the right direction, regardless of what's been happening, and that is so true of Virgo. Okay, the lesson that you will be learning in this 4 weeks. Judgment. So, yeah, karmic debt has been paid off. So there you are, Virgo. Maybe this was, it's very much soulmate connection. But then I don't know what happened last time or when it was. But this time it's like, you've been the one to sort of go, no, there's no more karmic stuff here for me to do. This is finished. I've done it. It's finished. New slate, please. Thank you very much for coming. So just remember that too, Virgo. The Judgment card is very much a soulmate energy card, and it's a karmic connective card. And sometimes we just come to that fork in the road. But for you, because it's your reading, it's sort of saying, yeah, well, come on, it's okay, clean slate and all that. Moving forward. Okay, so let's see near future. Yeah, and just feeling a bit out of it, like not just, I don't want to join in on all their jolly, happiness and all this stuff. I'm just on the outside looking in. You just need some time to just stand out from the crowd a little bit and just do your own thing. Get yourself back to where you like to be. Big change, though. I feel like you've learned lots of stuff about yourself here, Virgo. But yeah, don't be surprised if in, second week or first week of April you start to feel like, I just want to go home and have a glass of wine and sit with my dogs, or, I just don't want to be in the hubble and bubble of everything. I just want to be solitary for a bit, just to go with the change. What's happening that you're not realizing, Virgo? And here's this person, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords here, he's all talk. very much a good talker. And if a good spin person, yeah, I'll do this, yeah, I do that, but does he actually come through with the goods, with the Virgo? And you'd be very quick to hunt that out of there. But if you look at him, and I always say this with this image here of the King of Swords, he's a lot of bluster, he's a lot of talk, but why does he wear that armour? Why? What's he protecting? Who lives inside that armour? It's quite an immature kind of a person. So in a way, yeah, he kind of needed to mature, I guess. Even though you thought, yeah, you know, this is great. But then, you know, we get to know people and that's what's there. But I love this image because it's just so telling. You just think, yeah, but don't talk that talk to me. You've just got to be, you know, authentic. And what are you hiding? Why are you hiding behind all that armour? So there you go. How others see you. Oh yes, clarity, the Ace of Swords, clarity coming in. You're just like, right, that's it, cut it out of my life, I'll just cut that out. Mentally you're going, no, well actually it doesn't kind of stack up for me. And whoever the other person is, and I think we know for most Virgos who this is coming from another person. It's a projection usually of how others see you. It's not how you see yourself. It's how they project onto you with their stuff. So this is, yes, oh, I've been, you know, outed. I've been, you know, uncovered. So brilliant, actually, Virgo, really good. Let's see what you feel positive about. Six of Coins, and there we go again. Giving and taking in equal measure. That's what you want. That's all you asked for. However, sometimes we get people that come along and it's like that's not in their ethos. They're like, no, I need everything for me. It's all about me. Not very self-aware, as we saw here. So it's like, yeah, but you sort of weigh it up very wisely, the hermit that you are, and go, no, it wasn't like that, so it's not good enough for me. I'm so sorry. Off you go. It's got to be equal and balanced. So the Six of Coins is, six is always a number of harmony. So if it's not in harmony, well, there's no point doing it. Wonderful. Okay, so let's see what the outcome will be. So this will be just as we're coming up into the time of Taurus season. So let's see the outcome. And off you go. Six of Wands, feeling back on track with yourself. There's something also, I just have to say, Virgo, something about July, August is going to be a really important time for you as well. Who knows what's going to present itself, but I feel like it's going to be really fast moving. It's going to be great. There'll be self-awareness by the bucket. There'll be, you know, you'll just be right back to where you feel, but with a little bit more of a zest because you've actually been through a bit of a time, but you understand what that all means in terms of, you know, the lessons that we have to learn. Okay, let's get your message. Thanks so much, Virgo. I know it looks like it's been a bit of a time, but it's going to really come out well at the end of it. I'm thinking July, August, it's going to be a really good time where you'll just have that moment of going, ah, that's what it was all for. So the message I get for you, forgiveness. Oh, I love this one, Virgo. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. By practicing forgiveness, you can find new meaning to life's worst events. As love and compassion combine in the sacred space of the heart, they are released as a powerful energy and everything changes. all possibilities again become open to you. So yeah, forgive. I know it's hard, but at the end of the day, it's easier than getting burnt by the hot coal that you feel in your hand, because you won't forgive. Sending you lots of love this 4 weeks, Virgo. Thank you for listening. Talk to you next time.